I'm good to go. All right, welcome to Roleplay Cafe, and today, on none other than my 50th birthday, Jason himself is going to run me through a one-on-one adventure using the modern age system. Go ahead and preview it here.
Yes.
First time for me. Jason's run it multiple times before.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 times. Different genres. Love it.
Yeah. So really interested in this this world he's created for me.
Yep. No real prep here. I prepared a world and NPCs and a kind of a thing going on, but I haven't made any kind of adventure. As a matter of fact, before we start the session, we are going to make a roll on the random Warden District 27 calls. And you, sir, roll 3d6, and I'm going to see which of the potential things occurs to start the day.
All right. 9.
9. Okay. Let me make note of this. Okay. Interesting. So this may be an easy one to start with. Okay. All right. Now, so let's get started. In session here now. Okay. You are held, head pulled back. Somebody's got the back of your head. Another person has your left arm, another the right. You're on your knees. You're stripped to the waist. One eye completely swollen shut. The other eye you're barely able to see out of. You have been beaten badly. And you are surrounded by heaters. Standing on the top of the van is Crazy Joe Bojack, and he has a chant of all of his gang leading this chant as these guys have beaten you and Sally Hampton of District 26, the female warden, and she has been unfortunately beaten badly, molested, and passed around as you have had to witness the carnage and the destruction of what they have perpetrated upon you two law people, right? And there's chanting, "Man eater, man eater, man eater," and as the crowd of heaters pulls away as you're being held, and you look, you see them roll a combine into the circle, and 2 on each side begin to crank this combine, this old farm combine. And they pick Sally up and they drive her toward this combine. And you look away as they throw her into this spinning combine that they call the man-eater. And bang, 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 bang. You wake up hearing somebody banging on the side of your cargo home. You have awakened from a nightmare. Something that occurred with you 5 years ago.
I roll off my cot and stand up. This dream has been plaguing me since the original incident, almost nightly. I hate to say it, but it's become like an old friend. I walk over past the broken window of the medicine chest and look down into the sink and spit out my tooth that had obviously broken loose from me grinding my teeth during the night. My advanced age, malnutrition body isn't helping any. Rub my haggard face and look in the mirror. What do you want?
Nash, it's Jugs. I just thought you might want to get up, get around. I've got some news for you. I got something for you.
Oh, damn it. This better be good. Okay, I shrug on my jacket. About what does it feel temperature-wise?
This is 2 weeks into September. It's been a very, very cold summer. Winter is coming on early, and it may be a very bad winter, so it's chilly.
I put on my jacket to brace for the chill, and then go over there and unbolt, unlock, and swing the
slide it open. Okay.
Slide it up. Yeah.
There stands about a 38-year-old emaciated neighbor, Jugs, and they call him Jugs because he used to be the gasoline guy. He would carry gasoline around until, of course, his supply ran out. Now he's a scavenger and a looter, and he tends to like to provide information for barter. And he looks up at you. He's again bearded. His hair is matted, and he's got a long coat pulled over tight, as he's again a little lean, so he's cold. And he says, "I've got some information you might be interested in."
Okay, I lean out and look over both sides. Out above him. Come on in.
Yeah, he steps up in, and he pulls his hands out, and he says, "You got any warm beverages? You got any somewhere I can, warm up?"
And is this a social call? You got some information for me?
And he straightens up.
I walk over there and throw a couple of coals in the little fire pit.
Yeah, and he scrambles right over behind him and gets on top of it, and he looks at you. He goes, "Well, I think it should be worth something. My information."
Worth something. I run my ass off keeping y'all safe, and you want something from me more?
Nah.
What do you got? I know we all gonna live here. What do you got for me?
Let's make an opposed check. And see if you can't convince him with that. Right? We're gonna roll.
He ain't got a chance in hell. I just rolled. I just rolled 15.
Okay, hold on.
Plus 1 is 16. Yeah.
Yep. Hold on one sec. I've got to find his. I'm using everything from the book, by the way. Again, I did not prep bad guys or equipment. I'm using the book for all this.
All right. Seat of our pants.
Okay, you rolled a 15?
Yeah, plus 1 is 16, right?
Okay, so he had a 14 plus 0. Yeah, he looks up and says, "Okay, yeah, you're right. Thanks for letting me warm up at least. Listen, I've heard about a garage over in Lakewood, the Lakewood neighborhood. It's supposed to be loaded with old motorcycles and motorcycle parts. And, you with that old beater out there, I thought you might want to know about it."
Uh-huh. Now, this time I'm standing over by the pot, the kettle. I've got some used coffee grounds in a sock. I'm using it as a filter, and pouring water into a tin cup, and I'll turn around, swing it, and hand it to him.
He takes it greedily and, starts to drink it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth much, but it's reliable information. This comes from a guy who I can trust. Now it's a Lakewood neighborhood, so that's Heater neighborhood. But I would go look at it myself, but I'm in no shape. But it's on the corner of 62nd, 62nd and Federal.
62nd and Federal. And this is good information. You're not bullshitting me, are you?
He wouldn't BS me. I've known this guy a long time. But, he used to be with the Heaters, but after losing his left arm, he ain't much use to him anymore.
Taught him a lesson, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All I ask is, you bring some back for me, and I can use it to barter or sell. Bring back some parts for me. How about that?
If you've got him, I'll do that. I appreciate the information. You done with your coffee?
Yes, he finishes it off in one big gulp.
Give me the cup back.
Kind of hands you the cup back. And then he stays around the fire.
You moving in? And I walk over here and slide the door back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, all right. I'm going.
Yeah, that's that. I gotta.
And he steps off into this little, street. You live in a cargo town, basically. Everybody resides in cargo boxes or multiple cargo boxes that have been attached or standing. These are all from old trains and old trucks. Yeah. And your friend, of course, Chuck Rancid, has a very large portion of them at the far end of this little community, and that is a bar called Reset Saloon. And he built that over a bunker which is his safe house underneath in case things go crazy. He tends to hoard and stash there. You can always trust Chuck.
Okay. I take the rest of that kettle that had the heated water that I poured some into his cup. I pour me a coffee, and the rest of it I pour into the sink that's underneath that broken bathroom medicine cabinet. Just pinned to the wall. I plug it and pour it in there. Splash my face a little bit, get the dust off, and stare at myself.
Okay.
50 years old. I have a flashback of when I was a child, running a picnic area somewhere in the mountains, in the Rockies. The world's gone to shit since then. I dry my face off and throw the towel down and finish my coffee and grab my gear and walk out, slide the door shut, and head down the street to the reset.
Okay.
Peace.
Right. So Nash, so much for our adventures of Nash Rich.
he gets just belted to the ground.
Oh
Dang
my
it.
God.
So hard.
Damn.
And that,
Now that sucked because I was loving Renshaw.
What Nash is going to do is just throw that to leave some kind of diversion while he ran up there and tried to catch that.
Yeah, and I had all those shots you were taking. Those other three were sneaking out of the house and coming around, and one was climbing up.
Oh man!
So the thing is, not only did you get blown to hell, but all three of those guys got blown to hell. So the only person left is the guy in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, you killed everybody but the guy in
the one in the tanker.
The truck.
The tanker. That was. You know what Nash was wanting to do? Grab that tanker and drive it straight to Denver International Airport.
Right.
And blow that whole place to smithereens.
Right. Yeah.
Dang.
Damn. Yeah.
I was going to load it down with pipe bombs.
Yep. Yeah, so while you were focused and aiming, shooting at those guys, popping them off, getting shot at, this guy was climbing ladders, sneaking up on you. I did roll to see if you spotted him right before that. Unfortunately, you failed. And he just knocked it out of your hands.
Dang.
It's awesome. Sad, but awesome.
Yeah. That's the way. It rolls.
Shoot. Whoo. Well, what a way to go, though. Blowing yourself literally to smithereens.
Out in a blaze of glory. Yeah.
I can hear Simpson. What happened to Nash? Where's my bike? What the hell?
Yeah, I left the bike back there for him.
What's that?
Remember? I left the bike back there for him.
That's right.
So yeah.
That was fun, though.
Yeah.
Well, we can always play in this world. You'll just have to make a new character, right?
Oh, this is awesome. It's very atmospheric. So I mean, I was envisioning all this stuff, in the way it's going down.
Damn, I liked Nash. That was awesome.
Like I'm gonna ram that freaking tanker truck right down in his what's his face?
Well, I mean, and every single time I rolled to hit you, had you been hit, I was that first shot I rolled to see if he hit the bomb, and you took damage, and then he missed all those other shots. But had he hit you, all those I would have rolled to see if there's a chance he hit the bomb, right?
Yeah,
so I mean, you could have been blown to hell anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nash has an agenda, though. Definitely, I can see throwing Bojack into the propeller blades of that thing, just like a girl with the combine, man eater. Yeah, it's a good game, bro. He was dedicated.
I like these. I really love one-on-one. I like one or two players, and 3 players plus a GM. But 1 or 2 and 1 is fantastic, especially online. It gives us a chance to really get into character and.
Yeah,
I like it anyway.
No, it's awesome to me because I mean, even I had the attitude that he could not come back. That's why I was kept saying I'll bring your boy back with or without me because I was going to tell boy drive on back. I don't think it's going to be pretty here and all the rest of them. Even Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not back, send him over there. That kind of thing.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah, and the failed lost rolls forced you to camp, and that was a wandering monster check, that cougar.
Yeah.
and the cougar just about killed Sammy.
Yeah, that boy could have died. So, I mean, I was glad at least to get him back to his dad, you know?
Yeah. Woo.
Gee.
That was fun, though. I got to tell you, this was fun. Well, we got to come back to the Warden world at some point.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How did you like these rules?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what they are, you know? We always been playing with.
Since we were 10. Since we were 8 years old.
Just roll. Yeah, that's what it says. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
That dynamite, that pipe bomb, I got to hand it to little Johnny. He knows how to make a stick of dynamite.
Well, I actually halved it. It's not as good as the dynamite.
I know, that's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, he made a crappy little pipe bomb that was incredibly deadly, man.
I was like, I got to get out of here and run.
I kind of half expected you to drive the buggy over the ridge, you know, and just come driving that son of a gun down and flip a couple of those suckers out, blowing shit up. I kind of thought you might drive the buggy around blowing shit up.
Oh, really? Yeah. I know, for some reason that didn't occur to me. I was trying to think of a way to get in there and either first stealthily take everybody out, because I wanted to get my hands on that tanker truck.
Right.
Then when he told me there was a tanker truck, I said, oh, this is going to be a perfect way for me to drive. I'm going to take their gas supply out and ram it straight down his throat.
Right.
Destroy that helicopter and that main compound. Right. Hopefully both things there.
Wow.
That was what ultimately I had, you know, when you gave me that option. I was like, that's what
only one was left. Because when that water tower blew, you blew the other three that were sneaking up on you up. So the only guy left was the leader, inside with a rifle. The only one that had a gun outside of the guy in the watchtower was the guy in the house with a rifle. Yeah. Yeah,
he walks out and sees that Warden Nash laying there.
Yeah.
Bald. Just with shrapnel, bits and pieces of wood.
On fire, right?
Yeah.
Little parts of it were burning.
Burning.
Yeah. This is one of those late night movies where at the end this shit happens and you go, what the? Did they just what? Did they just kill the? Did they just kill the?
It's a grindhouse, baby. Yeah.
We're grinding.
It's a meat grinder. A joke. That was cool, man. I mean, what he did a lot in his short life. Well, in his 50 years. His short role play career.
How many hit points did you have, though? You had a lot.
Well, I mean, I had 24 at the start, but even getting down there.
You took a shot that was what, 8 points of damage? So you
8 points. Even get down there when I got shot.
Yeah.
And then it was 1 point. Okay. Right after that, I was down to 15 whenever the pipe bomb got dropped. So that's basically what blew us all to smithereens.
Yeah, those these weapons. I mean, when you play a game that has weapons, like we played White Star.
Yeah.
And it's already deadly. And I told all the people at the group. Now remember, this isn't D&D. I mean, D&D's deadly, but these weapons literally do 2d6 and 3d6 laser damage and shit. And we started, and this was a group here locally. I'd only played with them once or twice. It was a married couple and Big Mike and another girl. And they made their little characters, and we were playing this White Star adventure in space opera. And they end up escaping some prison ship, and they go to a little asteroid. And they park this ship on a little asteroid, their little shuttle. And they realize that below them is this pirate camp, and they come rushing out, firing at the little shuttle. And they decide they're going to hop out and fight them. And I'm like, okay. They were all dead in one round. I mean, every roll I made, and they were just vaporized by these weapons. And I went, you know, and they were all just in shock. They were used to playing 5th edition.
Even in this, man, with 8 or 9 people, and I'm sitting up there, really the approach is, how do I do this?
Right.
You know, I mean, I could have did something like that buggy, just let it roll down in there.
Right.
I didn't want that thing to blow, though. I was afraid of the tanker to blow.
I thought you were either going to get in the buggy, drive around and bomb their ass, or I thought you might purposely blow up the tanker to wipe out the buggy and the 3 guys there. I mean, the thing was, you had a whole lot of choices.
I know. That's why I was so paused. It's like,
well, you were kicking butt, except you lost track of the guys in the house.
Yeah.
You were so busy popping those guys that were running away that you let the guys that were actually fighting, you were ignoring. Because you killed all the guys that were running away.
Well, I wanted to take them out and figure it was a free thing, but I was thinking I didn't know if they would be going to get more But I mean, that was sort of like fish in a barrel to me. I should have stopped there. What I got hung on was trying to take that guy out in the tanker truck.
Right.
But what I was going to do, even though it didn't make no sense at the time, I wanted to keep that tanker truck. It was pivotal to my plan, but I focused on that, and it got me off of the main. I didn't have that much room with that many enemies.
Right.
To think that big.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So they thought outside of the confines of what was possible.
Oh, no. It was very, to be honest, it was very accurate. You know, you're focusing, popping off shots, hoping they don't get shot. I mean, it was, I think, 4 turns. They easily moved from the house to the water tower. The one guy climbed the water tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I didn't know if that boy would get to that ridge and start popping me down there, too, like the 2 running away.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of little side concerns, but it was very intensive. Like, there was a lot of crap going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's tough to be a one-man army, man. Now you know why Chuck Norris is so awesome and why Stallone is so awesome and why those guys take on 50, 60, 200 people.
Yeah, I know. Jeez. But that was cool. That was cool.
So the 2 that had yet to come up, remember I rolled, you rolled, what did you roll, 10? The heaters? Okay, so you rolled 10 to start the game. And that random encounter was heaters have gone over the wall in Foothills Place, and they've taken hostages in a living district. So that's what you rolled to start the game. And I was going to wait till nighttime for you to get that phone call. Of course, you wouldn't have got it because you would have been headed to DIA. So you would have come back and found out heaters had gone over the wall of Foothills Place living district and had taken hostages and killed a family. And
jeez, man.
So that was going to happen at night, but you were headed out of town. So matter of fact, it happened the night that you slept and the cougar got Sammy. So all of that would have happened because you weren't in town to get the call, right? And then the other one was that I rolled was 7 that I rolled during the thing. 7 is a local. A local leaves you a note. It says Barnes and 87th, apartment 23. That's all it said. And you would have, you'd have gotten this note on your door that said Barnes and 23rd. Barnes and 87, apartment 23.
But see, we can still pick up, and this stuff could happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a warden. There's got to be a warden that replaces Nash Renshaw. Somebody's got to be promoted to district.
And all that stuff that happened is now part of the world. That's why, I mean, and stuff happened at night. That's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet.
So now you need to roll up a young warden who gets promoted to take over for Nash. Right? And then we'll be able to pick up with him taking over at the Foothills, after Nash was out of town and the Foothills thing happens, Foothills Massacre.
He gets called in.
He finds out Nash was blown all to hell at a fight at, Lazy J.
Little histories, and even when he's talking to people, like if he runs into little Donnie, it'll be like, oh, that's already established.
I mean, just cool. Like D&D, guys die, you make new characters, and they just pick up wherever the party's at.
Yeah. But this is you're in this world. I mean, a localized world.
Yeah.
Where a lot is traveling, and you don't really ever get back to see people that you've, bumped into again.
Right.
This right here is, like you were saying about the Gunsmoke type gameplay.
Yeah, you have a headquarters. You know people. You care about people. They care about you. Hopefully.
And
all kinds of stuff, and you can leave town and go on like DIA. That was going to be that's a major trip. I mean, you're going maybe 2 days out into. But
it's funny, everything you were saying, like take care of Sally, and all this other stuff had premonition that it's going to be a last ride.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because you don't know what's out at the airport.
No.
You can imagine.
No, at least I got word out in play, in game, that something was going on. Otherwise, it would have been lost.
That's right. That's right.
So we get a little bit of a head.
Certainly the Svensons, they would come looking for their ATV. They've probably heard the explosions because you blew up 2 things in that.
Well, I was bringing a boy along. I was going to tell him to take the ATV back because I was wanting to hop in
that truck,
either the truck or the you know what I mean, truck, man.
So episode 3 of The Warden will feature a young new star. some young 20-something that's been promoted, some snot nose, wet behind the ear. No, I'm kidding. You can make any character you want, but I think we stay with these rules. I love D&D BX, man, and these Western rules.
Oh, yeah.
We're using, for those who might be watching, we're using Westwater RPG, which is free on DriveThruRPG. It's I can't remember who wrote it, but it is a free BX clone for Wild West fantasy. We're leaving out the fantasy part and using all the Wild West stuff, and we're setting it in a post-apocalyptic future, but it's called Westwater. So I'm just showing this off here in the video, right? So anyway, I hope to play again with you, man, like this, because I like these one-on-one. It's intense. We can really relax and get into the place and the rolling these random calls are just sweet because
I know, I like it too.
I have no prep.
Because it feels like the world's alive.
Yep.
Whether there's a lot of fires and I can only have to pick and choose, or crap's going on all around me.
Yep. And I have my bestiary, I have the rule book, I have your NPC buddies, and then I have that random chart, and then I have my little wandering monster chart scribbled in this. It's perfect. Yeah.
And keep in mind too, as a little side note, that ATV, like you said, is still up there, and the stuff is up there, even that short band radio.
Yeah.
Everything else. So anyway, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, and if you don't want to be a warden, we can always you can always just make a character in the world that's not responsible for, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know.
You don't have to make a warden.
On that scene.
What's that?
Some mountain man that stumbles on that scene or something.
Right.
I know.
Right. Or some survivalist scavenger, stumbles on the airport, or something, right?
Yeah. Hell, just turn it on his head.
Yep.
I could be the guy in the cabin that lived and walked out there and is attacking the district.
Yeah, like, what the hell's that guy shooting at us for?
Crazy.
Yeah, you could actually be you could be Luke Johnson, the son of the Johnsons, and he just, his parents died, and he just got these outlanders working for him and shit, right? And you just assume,
I know.
you just assumed they were evil.
He paid like.
It's like, what the hell just happened? Who was that guy?
Thank you. They all try to run away, and I'm shooting them. Oh, jeez.
You can't beat this shit, Dale. I'm telling you, this is the greatest hobby in the world. There's some knuckleheads out there golfing today. Are you kidding me? No way, man. This is the greatest shit in the world. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, come walking out. His shit's
He's
blown
got a vengeance when he sees the star on me. He's like, oh gee.
Cindy was in the kitchen making dinner.
They killed his boys and everything else. That bastard from the city.
Oh my God. Yeah, because we don't. That's the beautiful thing about not preparing stories. We don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this. It's whatever. It's when you're in character, you're seeing the world from your perspective, and that's the point.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter what I say they're doing. It only matters what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they literally could have been Luke Johnson, and these are his farmhands.
Oh man. That's great.
Oh, shit.
She's hiding in the broom closet.
Welcome to the wasteland.
Somebody.
Everybody's scared of the heater, so they don't know Nash Renshaw. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Okay, I've got cramps. I'm telling you what, brother. It is always a pleasure to play with you, and oh my gosh, unbelievable. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
You know, we'll be laughing in the middle of the night about this.
Oh shit, I'll be laughing about this for years. Are you kidding me?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we'll have to do a session 3. This is a good world.
Oh, I love it. I love it, man. Yeah, unbelievable. Anytime, brother. I will play with you anytime, anything. Oh, that's funny. Let me stop this recording. I just dawned on me we're recording all this. Hold on. Thanks for those who watch. Awesome. And then we'll talk, Dale, once I shut this.